festival. We've had, I think I can speak for everybody, we've had a really great time, working with you guys. So, anyway, we'll just open it up to questions, and it's, you can ask me, Phil, Jim, somebody in the audience, whatever. Time is yours. So, yeah.
Can you talk about your pedal board and kind of show some stuff like
That it will do? Yeah, it's a pretty simple rig. So, so I run my signal from the guitar into a pedal that I don't use very often, but I love having it because sometimes I can kind of shape the color. I've got an MXR wah pedal. And I don't, to be honest, I don't usually use it like a, but I should more, is what I just kind of realized doing that. But, I like to kind of shape the chords, and sometimes I use it as like an EQ pedal too. Just find kind of a spot in there where I kind of, like I get a little bit different, timbre. So I use the MXR, and then I go into a Vertex Boost pedal that just, I don't know what it does. It just kind of makes everything sound better. So, yeah, it has one knob. It's like kind of good, really good. And I set it at like kind of good. Then I go into an Empress Para EQ pedal, which is probably my most important pedal. If I could only take one pedal with me, that's probably the one I would take. And I don't, I was showing some of the guys a little earlier, I don't really use the EQ pedal that much. That's why I like this particular pedal, is I can tweak the EQ just a little bit. And so I can, sometimes, especially with this guitar, I have, and certainly amps like Kuehn especially, it'll be a little boomy on the top and a little brittle on the high end, so I can kind of roll off some of the highs, and roll off some of the lows in a way that kind of makes my sound a little more round. And then I go into a couple of different electro-harmonics pitchforks, and I don't use this one very much either. What turned me on to this was I saw Jim Hall play, and Jim used to use an octave pedal. And he played like St. Thomas with the octave. I was like, gotta have one. So I use that a little bit. Then I go into a diamond tremolo, which is like an analog but tap tempo tremolo pedal. And then into an MXR delay, like a long delay pedal. Can you kind of hear that? Okay. So I maybe use that once a month. Then I go into really probably what is I said it was the EQ, but the powerhouse is the Strymon Timeline and then the Big Sky. So I've got a pretty heavy delay, or I don't say heavy as in like I use it, because when I play it with the way I have it set, you can't really hear a delay from the amp. You might hear it in the room. But I have it set up so that I just get a little, it's about as long as the reverb. So it just kind of colors the sound just a little bit. Okay, there's another one of my reverb settings. They're very subtle, just subtly different. That's a plate reverb. And then I have Hall. And then I have kind of a big reverb. Maybe like once every 3 months, I use this pedal. I like the Strymon delay because I can do some kind of cool stuff with it. Like sometimes I'll use like this swell setting. But I sometimes like hardly ever. But I still like having it there. It's kind of a cool thing. So I've got that on like a really wide reverb, and then I've got the swell with a really long slow delay on top of that. So anyway, that's about all I use. I get all my sounds. Oh, I forgot the KTR. I've got a Kuehn. Kuehn distortion. And that's kind of hot. It's just an overdrive pedal.